Here are the latest obituaries from Denton Wood Funeral Home. Tomas C. Medina. Tomas C. Medina was born on January 7, 1950 in Carlsbad, New Mexico to Lucia Calanche and Francisco Medina. Thomas left this world on Wednesday, January 15, 2025, surrounded by his loved ones. Thomas honorably served his country in the U.S. Navy from 1972 to 1975 as an electronics technician. After his service, he briefly worked at the Carlsbad Caverns before dedicating 14 years as a postman at the local post office. For the past 25 years, he made a lasting impact as part of springtime cleaning and found his true calling in umpiring softball games for over 30 years across New Mexico. His dedication to sports, particularly softball, was evident in his commitment as an umpire, and he was a familiar face at local caveman games, catching a basketball or any ball game whenever possible. Thomas, cherished by friends for his kindness and generosity, was always eager to showcase his dance moves on the floor and always owned the best stereos around. His spirit and love for life left a lasting impression on everyone he encountered, touching many hearts, leaving behind an enduring legacy. Carl J. Hester. Carl J. Hester of Carlsbad, New Mexico was born on November 12, 1971 in Dallas, Texas to Thomas and Diana Hester of Corsicana, Texas. He passed away on March 16, 2025. There's so much that could be said about Carl. He was a loving father to Thomas and Michaela, Jacob, and Chewy Reyna. He adored his grandchildren, Rudy, Charlie, Emilia, Axel, and baby Bodie. He was preceded in death by the sunshine of his life, Kaylin Escoto Reyna. Carl loved his family deeply with all his heart. Carl's had a passion for anything with wheels that went fast. He especially loved bikes, Camaro, and trucks. He was especially passionate about his love for sourdough, so much so that he thought every lady in church needed sourdough in their life. Jerry Hand. Jerry graduated from CHS in 1966. Jerry married Diane Whitting. He worked for the railroad until retiring. Jerry worked at Jamie's Welding for many years. He loved spending time with his children and grandchildren and enjoyed spoiling his dogs. Jerry was raised in the Primitive Baptist Church. He loved the Lord with all his heart. He always said, "Pray for what you want or need, but accept God's will." Dwyane B. Smith. Dwyane B. Smith, 81 of Caballero Drive here in Carlsbad, New Mexico, passed away March 15, 2025 at Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock, Texas. Dwyane was born June 10, 1943 in Carlsbad, New Mexico to Dubert and Irene Smith. He graduated from Carlsbad High School in 1961. Dwyane attended both NMSU Carlsbad and NMSU Las Cruces. He served in the Army National Guard. Dwyane worked in the family business, Smith & Sons Welding Shop, for many years. He later worked as a machinist at Industrial Electric Motors 22 years before retiring in 2011. Dwyane loved hunting, shooting guns, and was a certified gunsmith. He was a hunter safety instructor for many years. Dwyane was a member of the Carlsbad Sportsman's Club, NRA, and New Mexico Shooting Sports Association. He was a longtime member of the Church of Christ, both Fox and Lake, and more recently, Sunset Church of Christ. Sharma Elmore. Sharma Elmore, 57, passed away Monday, March 17, 2025 in Carlsbad, New Mexico. Sharma was a caretaker to all. Sharma loved everyone and always cared more for others than herself. Ruth Brown. Ruth Connor Brown was born December 13, 1937 to John and Marjorie Connor in Columbus, North Carolina. She passed from this world to her eternal home in heaven on March 17, 2025. Ruth graduated from Tryon High School in Tryon, North Carolina in 1955 and Berea College in 1959. She later earned a master's from E&MU. Ruth married her college sweetheart, Joseph Glenn Brown, and moved to New Mexico in 1959. She was an active member of the First Methodist Church since 1961 and served many years as a Sunday school teacher. In the mid-70s, Ruth was instrumental in starting Christian Women's Club and served as a chair leading the monthly meetings up until her last meeting in December of 2024. At the age of 86, she adopted a goal of starting 10 women's Bible studies before her death. After 2 studies were formed, she increased this goal to 100 and joked that she had only 98 to go. Mrs. Brown was a beloved first-grade teacher to many Carlsbad children and seemed to be greeted fondly by her former students everywhere she went. She taught for 32 years, mostly at Monterey Elementary School. In her late 70s, after the death of her husband, Ruth took over the management of the couple's rental properties. She so excelled at this work, she even purchased additional houses, which she renovated and rented or flipped. Known for her beautiful red hair, bright smile, and quick wit, Ruth was a bright light in the lives of those who knew her, and she knew she would be deeply missed. She enjoyed traveling, competing in various table games, walking, and spending time with family and friends. Go to dentonwood.com for more.